All right, hello everybody. Um, Assuming my microphone is working, it sounds like it is. But who even knows anymore? Hello. Hope everybody is doing well. We are we are here streaming late, very late, and it's probably going to be a shorter one. Apologies. But yeah, I think everything is working now. All right. I guess without stalling for time, since we have precious little of it, let's just load right in. We are back with Kingdom Come Deliverance, and now we gotta figure out once again what the heck we were doing before, because I don't remember. Where the heck are we? Hey, Dog Nozzle. How are you doing today? Hello, Mike sounds good. Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't know what happened at the very end of stream yesterday, but my soundboard or microphone kind of took a crap and stopped working. But yeah, everything seems to be in order right now, at least. Hopefully that does not happen again. Let's see. I got Fritz and Matthew a new job at the mill. Now it's time to find out how they're getting on. Talk to Matthew. Oh, I think we just saw Matthew right here. Let's have a talk.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
Let's see. I hear you aren't getting on so well here.
I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that wasn't quite how he put it.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the ass. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
All right, let's see here. Is he too hard on you?
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
Sounds like someone needs a good murdering. Let's see. Did we finish becoming the snake oil salesman guy's apprentice? That I'm not sure. I think we might be able to meet up with him again somewhere. So we did one final quest for him. We robbed a burial shroud from a corpse, and then there was like a big town invasion. People ran to the charlatan's house with us inside, and he was like, well, you can deal with that, bye, and he just like jumps out the window. But I think he told us he was gonna go to Ledechko, but we were able to soothe the townsfolk from murdering ourselves. But it was a very funny situation, though. And actually, like, a weird like glitch thing happened where so we were in the church. The body that we stole the burial shroud was kind of like displayed like maybe like a funeral. But there was one guy in there, and when we walked in, it said we were trespassing. So we went upstairs on this balcony thing, and I shot the guy with an arrow, a one-hit kill, mind you. And later on, we went back for some other reason, but the guy was alive. I guess you can't kill possibly important characters.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
I'd never have guessed he's like that.
Well, get a job here as a hand, and you'll soon see.
And what does he do during the day? Does he work with you?
Good one. He keeps his eye on everything, but his hand only touches the saw when the miller shows up, which isn't that surprising.
Why?
The last time he did anything, he almost took his thumb off with a chisel. I wouldn't put an axe in those paws of his either.
So he's clumsy and arrogant. That's what you said about your last master, that Nimoy.
Aye, but at least you could sneak away from old Nimoy for a bit. No chance of that around here.
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try
Fine.
and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, we could talk to him, or perhaps this guy needs a nice arrow in the face. Let's see. Okay, so we gotta negotiate peace at the mill, arrange a fight with Thomas, sort out Fritz and Matthew's problems with Thomas. I don't know, maybe we'll try negotiating peace. Oh, you're Fritz? Alright. Where you at, Thomas? Where you at?
Henry, what are you doing with that weapon in your hand? That's forbidden.
Oh. Sorry? Alright. Old Thomas. Alright.
Good health to you.
Let's see here.
I heard you're as bad-tempered as a rabid dog, and twice as stupid.
What?
Wait,
I
what?
heard you treat the new workers like shit and don't listen to anyone except yourself.
It's their fault. They're good-for-nothing slackers, and you watch your tongue or you'll get it in the mouth, too.
Well, they weren't lying. Your old talk. Do you really want to try your luck?
One more word, and you'll see.
Better not. Let's leave it be.
Then get out of my sight, and I'll deal with those two later. Take care now. Somebody help!
There! My God!
Get back here, Thomas! I'm not done with you!
Help here!
Oh my god!
Quick,
Oh.
everyone, come here!
Get back
Come
here!
quick! Alarm!
Hey, you! Halt! Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
Here! Help!
Mother of God!
Here! Don't let him get away! Quick! Everyone! Come here! Damn it!
All right, all right. That's not really the thing we're gonna do there. Let's just reload back in. We'll skip through Matthew's dialogue as quick as we can. Let's see. I had a bunch of time to kill at the airport when I was traveling last week, so I had a pretzel in honor of Henry. Heck yeah. Nothing like a good pretzel.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Heard
Let's
you don't
blah
speak
blah
with-
blah blah. We
I
don't
can
care. We don't care. We've
Always
already heard
force
it.
If only.
I can imagine.
You know,
And the miller.
not really.
And you have you?
What do you... Well,
And why?
the last time it's...
And what? Me?
They did once or... You can forget about it. I'm glad.
Okay.
Goodbye.
There we go. We're all caught up there. Maybe we should see if we can talk to the miller first.
My respects to you.
Sure.
Are you happy with your new workers?
They're good carpenters, but someone constantly has to stand behind their backs and keep an eye on them.
Really?
Yes. When I'm there with them, everything goes smoothly. But the moment I leave, I hear Thomas yelling at them.
I've heard.
I don't know what I'd do without Thomas. He keeps an eye on everything for me now. The mill wouldn't function without him.
But Thomas has problems with carpentry.
You're right. You should hear him cursing when he has to turn his hand to it. He knows he'll never be a real miller.
But just because of that?
No. He's not too skilled at handling the water wheel and the mill run either. He can wield a shovel well enough, but otherwise I have to keep telling him how to do things.
So he's not been foreman too long?
No. My son used to run the mill, but then his wagon overturned with him inside it. It'll be a year ago now, come spring.
I'm sorry.
Me too, boy. And after Martin was gone, the other workers left and only Thomas stayed. I don't know what I'd do without him.
What happened that day? Wagons don't overturn themselves.
He was transporting new stone blocks for the mill and he had to take a detour. Since the wagon was too heavy for the Ford, it was after a downpour. The load must have slipped and the whole wagon fell on him. I pray it was quick.
So he was alone, with no one to help him.
Of course not. Thomas was there too. He helped Martin to load the wagon in Sassa and both of them set off back.
Just the two of them? No one else was there?
No, they always did it that way. Martin didn't like dragging people where it wasn't necessary, when they could be doing work elsewhere. But if I had been there with them, maybe he'd still be alive. Thomas couldn't pull the wagon off him. He ran for help, but it was already too late.
I'm sorry. But I'm sure he's in God's kingdom now.
He was a good boy, a kind soul.
Let's see. How long have you been without workers?
Have you been without carpenters for a while?
A long time. Since winter, it's been just me and Thomas.
Nobody stays around?
No. These days, it's hard to find a man you can rely on. Young lads today are bone idle. None of them wants to do an honest day's work.
And how many have actually worked here?
Yeah, how much
About
are you
half a dozen,
paying them?
Maybe more.
You
We always
bastard.
put up with them till the most urgent work was done, then sent them packing.
Fucking medieval minimum wages going on here. Probably 1/4 of a groschen a week. Oh, those lazy kids, they don't want to work at the mill these days.
And what about Jane? Shouldn't she have a husband by now?
What are you trying to say?
A pretty girl like her is ripe for marriage.
With a
Henry.
large dowry because she comes from a mill? Well, she had herself a man once, but he ran away during the winter. He wasn't up to the work either.
And how long did he last?
You know, he was here for a while. But back then, my son was a foreman and he was a kindly soul. Too kind. He never threw anyone out.
So, everyone started leaving when Thomas took over.
Well, Thomas is a dog on slackers. And just as well. Maybe it's harsh, but that's what you need nowadays. If we don't mill, folk don't eat.
So, the moment Thomas became mill foreman, everyone started running off. Not one man could stand it here, even if they had a chance to marry Jane. Don't you think Thomas might be doing it on purpose? Sounds to me like he's after the mill, or your daughter, or both.
That's not like him. He's a good man and straightforward. He knows I can always send for a new mill foreman.
And Jane,
Don't worry about her. She'll wed whoever I approve of, even Thomas if he asks for her hand. At least with him, I know he won't leave the mill.
indeed, why would he, once he's got rid of everyone else?
That's enough. I don't know why you're trying to slander Thomas, but I don't mean to listen to it any longer. God be with you.
All right. Oh.
I heard what you asked my father. You can't expect help from him. He's none too sharp these days.
Wow, Henry! Don't stick your nose in where it's not wanted, wench. Jeez. No, we're not picking that option.
And can you help me then?
No. Nobody listens to me. But I wanted to say that Thomas does do it on purpose. He did it the same way before.
Why?
Because he's afraid if someone comes who's more skilled, Father will notice and give his job to the newcomer.
And your father lets him? Can't he settle this?
He probably could, but he doesn't want to. My brother was the mill foreman before him, but last year a wagon overturned on him, broke his back. It broke my father too. And Thomas was here the longest. He was always close to my brother, so Father chose him as the mill foreman.
And Thomas doesn't listen to anyone? Can't you persuade him?
No. He keeps looking my way and tries to be nice, but he doesn't care what I've got to say. When I tell him something, it goes in one ear and out the other.
And this probably won't end well. Well, what happened to your brother?
And what does that have to do with this?
I don't know. You mentioned it, so I was just wondering.
There's not much to tell. A stone block that was loaded wrong, slippery ground after rain, and when the wagon overturned on him, there was no one around to help.
What do you mean, no one? Surely he wasn't alone.
No, he had Thomas with him. But Thomas couldn't lift the wagon off him. And by the
This
time
is
he found
kind
help,
of
it was too
sounding
late.
like Thomas murdered
And
this
as if that
guy,
wasn't bad
actually.
enough, someone robbed my brother while Thomas was looking for help.
Someone robbed him after he was dead.
I don't know. But they took a mottled scarf which I gave him as a keepsake. He laughed when I gave it to him. He said it would make him look like a fop, but he still wore it all the time. And someone must have thought it was worth stealing.
But who'd steal a scarf?
Why are you asking me? When they brought him back here, he didn't have it. That's all I know.
All
I'm
right.
sorry
Is
about what
this
happened to you.
scarf in Thomas's
Me too.
room?
But it was his own fault. If he'd brought more people with him, he'd still be alive. He was too kind for his own good.
I understand.
All right. Scarf mystery, exactly. Let's see. We gotta sleep. All right. I think. Yes. A bath in the trough is in order. Let's see. All right, the miller is coming this way. I was gonna close the door and try picking some locks. Hey, buddy.
My respects to you.
All right. Maybe we'll try talking to this guy. There we are.
I heard you were with the miller's son when the wagon fell on him.
What of it?
Well, I just heard some talk and I wanted to get the story straight from you.
Talk? From who?
I heard some gossip about it at the ale house. What happened?
Yep, the ale house.
Was it really lightning that scared the horses?
What? No, there wasn't any storm. It was just the road was muddy, and so we rode closer to the edge of it.
It's a real stroke of bad luck, isn't it?
Tell me about it. If I'd been behind the wagon, it would have fallen on me too.
Why did only 2 of you go?
He always did it that way. But 2 people are enough for the trip, and if we needed an extra pair of hands, we could always find some local.
Except at the end. If there had been more of you, he might have survived.
Do you think I don't know that? I couldn't move the wagon on my own, so I went looking for help. We'd met a few travelers along the way, and I ran to find them, but it was too late. The weight of it crushed him while I was gone.
I'm sorry.
Me too. Me too. I didn't want to be the mill foreman, but the last thing he ever said to me, the very last thing he ever asked of me, was to take care of the mill.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard someone robbed him.
Robbed? What kind of nonsense is that?
I heard he was missing something when they brought him back.
What? I don't remember anything.
He had a scarf with him.
Really? I don't know. Maybe he lost it on the way. Or it sank into the mud. Yes, that's probably it. It's still buried there somewhere.
Well, I hope he's resting in peace.
Amen. Take care now.
Mm-hmm, buddy. All right. Let's see. So we're still kind of negotiating peace there. Yeah, let's use a one of our boos to save here. Also because I kind of wanna do a thing. What? Not me. I didn't do it. All right, he does have the scarf. He does have the scarf. There it is. All right, you're coming with me, buddy.
You there! Stop! You'll pay for that.
You win!
Got you at last. Now you'll get what's coming to you. What? Don't pretend you don't know what's what, you whoreson. Here you are wandering the land with a corpse on your back, getting up to all sorts of no good, and now you play dumb? It's jail for you, and I hope you rot there.
Oh boy, our speech skills kind of suck compared to this guy. I have a secret task.
Look, I'll tell you the truth, but you mustn't tell anyone. The Lord of Rat-Eye sent me on a secret mission. And to do it, I have to bend the law a little now and again. Understand?
My heart bleeds for you. I'll slaughter you.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. All right. Well, we're gonna reload that anyways. Huh, I wonder what jail is like. We've gotten caught many times for thievery. But not anything that led to us being in jail. No murderer. It's just a little fun killing Thomas there. See if we can run away for a bit. There's no murderer here. Absolutely not. It did seem to fail our quest, though. Maybe that's not the way to do it. Maybe we have to, I don't know, pickpocket them. All right, let's reload again. But he does have the scarf. This guy totally murdered the other dude. Oh.
Keep your sticky fingers to yourself. God, come here quick. There's a thief over there.
Get back here! You're a murderer! Alright. Hey, Croy, how you doing today? How's the King Dong come? It's good so far. We're just messing around with this guy. We've, killed him for fun a few times. All right. I don't know what I want to do with this.
For fuck's sake!
Help! Over there!
Help!
Do something like...
All right. Oh, I don't know if we're supposed to pickpocket the scar from him or not. Like, it's clear that I probably need some kind of evidence. So, what happens if we wait until the middle of the night? When old Thomas is hopefully asleep somewhere. All right. There we are. Probably should, yeah, get a torch going. All right, that lock is very hard to pick. All right, we got Fritz, Old Thomas. All right. Let's put the torch out. He caught me.
God, come here quick. There's a thief over there.
No, there isn't. There's no thieves about. Hmm. All right. Well, I'm not sure how we're supposed to actually do this quest, at least peacefully. Because when we do kill Thomas, it fails the quest. All right. Let's run away. We just knocked him out that time. We got the scarf though. Maybe we can use the scarf as evidence. And we still have the quest. But I think we are wanted here now. Ledechko, yep, we have been caught with thievery. If I can bribe the guard without him stealing back my items, that could be good. See, he's fine. He's fine.
You there, stop. Surrender. You've committed a crime, and
All right.
I've heard reports about you picking fights with people. And we don't like that around here, my boy. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
All right. Well.
Oh well, what can I do? Here you are.
You've purged yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure of that.
All right. Let's see. Can we find Jane? Crime doesn't pay? Well, we certainly have paid quite a bit with our crimes.
Flour, eggs, salt, yeast. Add it bacon in, and you'll be able to feed the whole family with fresh bread.
That's a traitor. Ah, we got the pretzels.
Good people, come up close and have a smell. Fresh bread, and pour yourself a bit of fresh.
Oh, are you Jane? Yes.
Good day to you.
How are you?
What do you need?
You're probably interested in what Thomas was hiding, aren't you?
I certainly am interested, especially in how you came to know.
I saw it as it fell out of his pouch, and
Show it to me.
isn't this your brother's scarf?
Yes.
That's it. Where did you get it?
As I said, Thomas had it.
He did? And what did he have to say about that?
Nothing. I came straight to you.
Oh. I suppose I'll have to decide what to do about it. But I'm grateful you brought this, and maybe... Never mind.
What is it?
I was thinking you could go to him and tell him I have the scarf. But I think I'll handle it another way.
As you wish. I'll go then.
God bless.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe where is Thomas? Where is that guy?
Yeah.
Bread, rolls of pretzels.
God be with you. Take care now.
Fresh from the oven. Come get 'em.
Oh! Oh! Oh, he's running! He's running! All right, oh, we have no more savior schnapps. I don't know. Let's follow him for a bit before we end the quest. If we can get him alone on the road, maybe we'll take care of him our own kind of way. How's she gonna handle it? Apparently just silently showing him the scarf, and then he runs away like a baby. All right, get a good distance away here.
Quick! Everyone! Come here! My God!
No!
Somebody help!
This backfired.
Help! Here!
How are you gonna be coming after me?
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle! Stop! Now you're for it. Nobody gets away with shooting at people here. Understand?
What?
You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
Dude, that guy murdered that girl's brother.
Oh well, what can I do? Here you are.
You've paid for your crimes. I hope you've learned your lesson.
We sure have. Anyways. Back at it with old Thomas here. Whoa, his voice changed mid-conversation. Yeah, I'll always love how that happens. That'll be 3 coppers. Now get. That's right. All right, let's get our arrow back. Dump this guy off. We had to get a little of our own justice. There we go. Enjoy. All right, now we can go finish the side quest. That's right, you didn't see nothing. Is this game family friendly, or do we actually get to see the dong? Well, I don't know about the dong, but we did at one point on stream inadvertently have a relations, if you will, with our girlfriend Teresa, and there was some toplessness involved in that. All right, let's turn in our quest here.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
Problem solved. He won't bother you again.
Really? How'd you pull it off?
I found out he has a soft spot, and I gave it a good poke.
I'd love to know what you found out about him.
It doesn't matter. But it was enough for him to pack his things and disappear.
And then
Jesus,
die.
Must have been something terrible. So he's really gone?
Yes. Now it's just you, so try not to misbehave.
You know us. We'd never do that. Thank you kindly, Henry. We owe you again. Here, it's not much, but it's all we have. I'll be with you.
All right, 175 groschen. All right, quest completed. I found out his weakness. Arrows. All right, I do like that. We did solve it in a janky kind of way, peacefully, by by knocking him out and then looting his unconscious body for the scarf, which we turned into Jane. And then, you know, she kind of silently confronted him, and he ran away. But then we got him good. Oh, we got him good. He won't be coming back ever. All right. I don't think we have any perks. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we could do this side quest here. Herman the Executioner is trying to help out the widow Alishka. Only living with an executioner brings all sorts of problems. Find out more from the bailiff. All right, let's head to Rete and find out more from the bailiff. Let's see. Henry needed to help out his buddy by murdering his coworker. That's a good friend, if you ask me. Absolutely. Henry is the best of friends. This one guy's being mean to me. Can you go and talk to him? Yeah. Up for some casual murder. What? just a little bit of murder as a treat. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's head to the rat house here. Have a little chat with the bailiff.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
No, we attacked them.
Do you know Elishka? The wife of the man who was hanged recently?
The one that's with the executioner now?
That's her.
Life can be cruel sometimes.
Right. And do you know if she has kinfolk somewhere around?
How should I know? Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy.
Buddy! You take that tone with me. You're just asking for an arrow in the head. Let's see if we can use our little speech power here.
If Elishka stays with the executioner, it'll end up being your problem anyway.
Christ, oh, all right then. Tell the scribe.
Which one?
Where can I find him?
He's suffering with some ailment, so no doubt he'll be lying in his chambers above his study, on the top floor of the rat house. Good luck, then.
All right, good luck. Or you're over here. Hey.
Good health to you, sir.
Is it possible to find out from the records where someone lives?
You think we keep records of every serf? For Christ's sake, they breed like rabbits.
But I thought that in the rat house, though, in the books...
Boy, the books are for recording pacts, undertakings, punishments, property rights, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, important things. We don't keep records of serfs.
Elishka won't be happy about that.
Elishka? You don't mean the one who married into the Mishek family?
Yes. Yes, you know her.
Why wouldn't I? I used to play dice with old Mishek years ago.
Oh, Jesus
He
Christ.
had a son, a nice, polite lad. How is he?
Oh, you know, he's quite tied up these days.
Well, if you see him, tell him to swing by.
And where are the Misheks living now?
A stone's throw from Rate by the small fish pond.
Thanks.
Take care now.
All right, yep. No one cares about serfs. Except old Henry here. See, we may have murdered someone, but now to make up for it, we're gonna do a good deed. Let's see here. All right, so they're all the way over there.
Cabbage! Cabbage! Green cabbage!
Ah, yes, okay. Yeah, let's do a sleep save. Since we don't have any more savior schnapps, we should probably buy some. We'll wait an hour. There we go, and we'll go for a little ride. Find the family of the lady. But first, a little food for the journey. All right, so we're going this way, all the way over there. Actually, let's fast travel to the other end of Rete here. There we go. Still quicker than us doing it ourselves. All right, come here, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's head off-road a bit. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Oh, can we get down here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we got a little injured. Or at least maybe a lot injured. We lost half our health there. All right, is this yeah, this is where we want to be. Hey, you.
What do you want?
I've got information about your daughter-in-law.
Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
Someone is asking for an arrow in the head.
She's your nearest kin. Elishka's part of your family, and she really needs you...
I won't help anyone.
Listen, you old hag. If you interrupt me one more time...
Fuck off!
Oh! Oh! Yeah?
Somebody help! Oh my god!
All right. Let's reload. We got to make that journey again. Hopefully this time we won't get injured. Boy, she took an arrow to the back like a champ though. Man. Yeah, this lady has no idea how much danger she's in. That is correct. I probably should have went for the headshot instead of just right in the middle of the back, but I guess we'll see if we can bribe her, but we are going to call her an old hag again. Of course. We got an accident here. Doesn't seem like we can take those gloves. All right, well, not much going on here. Nothing in the wagon.
Yeah.
She tanked that arrow hit like it was nothing. We need to get her in our party. Yes. All right, come on, horse. Get on up. No? All right, you old hag. Let's try this again.
Good God, what happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
I've got information about your daughter-in-law.
Elishka's fine, only she needs...
Never heard of her. Get lost.
She's your nearest kin. Elishka's part of your family, and she really needs you...
I won't help anyone.
Listen, you old hag. If you interrupt me one more time...
Fuck off!
Oh!
I could make it worth your while.
Really? And what is it you want?
Your son's widow needs help. She has nowhere to go.
What do I care about some useless girl?
Oh! A fire could be dangerous. Our intimidation skill isn't very good, though.
She could help you with the farm. She definitely knows how to take care of things.
A bit of help would come in handy. Send her here, then. But don't let her think she'll be taking it easy. She'll have her work cut out.
That sounds quite...
And if I hear a peep out of her, I'll take a stick to her back.
Fine salvation this is.
I don't know if I like this idea. Can we sleep save here? Because I think I want to kill this lady. Oh, wait. Actually. There we go. Yeah, this did not seem like a good home for our friend we're helping out. Actually, let's see if we can dump you off. Not over there. We'll just throw you behind the house here. There you go. Have a nice rest. All right, so, at the very least, if we send her here, she does have a free home, now that the owner is, out of the picture, so to speak. Boy, we're getting pretty murdery here, in this game today. But she was not a pleasant person, at all. Yeah, let's do a sleep save here. See if we can wait until morning when it's, light out again. It seems like it's getting dark. People gotta learn to not speak to Henry like he's an idiot. But I guess if they don't, we'll just clear the world of those people until nobody's left except good people. We got our work cut out for us. One arrow or dagger at a time, I guess. Oh boy. All right, we'll head back to Alishka and the Executioner. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
That's right, pro tip, don't be rude to Henry because of all the murdering. See, I think the deal here is that Henry's about had enough of all this stuff, being forced to do all the dirty work for the nobles, who just like to hang out in camps and relax while we risk our lives. I think Henry may have snapped.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Let's see. Does it say who we... Go back to Herman and Alishka and decide what she should do. All right.
And stay out of sight. What will people think if they see me talking to a vagabond like you?
You're living with the Executioner! You know, I got more daggers on me.
You're not crying now?
I'm not. I've wept enough for a lifetime.
It's a bit of a change since my last visit.
I haven't had much luck in my life, but I've always worked things out in the end. Tears are no help to anything.
That's true.
So, did you find out something about them?
I did. I found your husband's father and mother, and they're willing to take you in.
But...
Actually, they died.
Oh my god. So now I'm really all alone in this world. Could it be my fate to stay with the Executioner? They do say God moves in mysterious ways.
You're right. I'll have another talk with Herman.
May the Lord watch over you.
Wow, so it actually updates if you do kill him. That's awesome. I like that. All right. Let's go have a chat with the Executioner. I think I approve more of her staying with the Executioner. He seems nice, even though, you know, like at the beginning of the game, we had to rob him and everything. And he was kind of a jerk. But, I think, I support, the weird relationship. We, you know, it seems kind of mean that everybody kind of, ostracizes the Executioner. They have to kind of live far away. They don't go into town because everybody's scared or whatever. All right, where's he at? Where are you at, buddy? You inside?
Ilishka's looking better.
She is, but she's not happy. God sent the poor girl great trials.
Indeed.
Did you know her whole family was wiped out by the plague? She was barely 12.
Losing your family isn't easy.
Ah, Sorry, I wasn't thinking. So, did you find out anything about that kin of hers?
I have. I tracked them down. They say they'd take her in, but I'm not sure if she'd do well there.
Leave that to her. I just hope she'll be better off than now.
I've heard the way you talk about her, and, would you like Elishka to stay?
You know, Hal, she was always the sweetest girl. When she came with her family to Ratai, still single, she was a sight to behold. And it might surprise you, but she even had a word or two for me now and again. It grieved me when she married that wastrel. It was a foolish idea, but I always thought maybe she and I could... Well, fate likes a good laugh. Now I've strung up her old man. I have her under my roof. After all the years I was thinking of her. I don't want her to leave, but I don't want her to be unhappy here either.
That's right, everyone deserves love, even executioners, exactly. Alright, Alright, I guess, let's go talk to Elishka again. I don't know, like, he's got, like, a home, a bunch of buildings, like... I mean, you could be, you know, a lot worse off in the medieval era.
What are you here for?
Have you made your mind up?
I can't decide. I don't know Mishik's kin at all, but at least I'd have a family.
Herman could give you a family, too.
He's a decent, upright fellow. I've met none better, and that's the honest truth. But he's an executioner.
And what's the problem? That the other women won't chat with you down at the creek? Did that sort of gossip ever interest you anyway? He's a fine man, isn't he? He's willing to take care of you, and he has the means to do it, and he wants you. He's so sick with love for you, he can't even sleep.
But did he really say that?
That's right.
He told me he's been in love with you for years. He said he always thought you were the sweetest girl in Ratai.
That's true. We used to meet now and again and exchange a few words. Well, he always treated me nicely. By all that's holy, you're right. I'll stay here. God bless. Herman?
True love!
Can I stay here with you?
Henry Matchmaker!
I mean for good.
If you don't want me to.
You can! By God, you can!
Look at that!
You've made me the happiest man in the world.
Remember, kids? You can find true love if you murder one old hag. Oh my god. Yay, happy end. Look at that. How you doing?
Thank you, Henry. I've a feeling with Herman I can finally find some happiness.
You will. The two of you are made for each other.
There we go. Everybody's happy. Where's our executioner friend? See if we can have a final word with him before we head on out. Where'd you go, buddy? Where'd you go?
Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. The main thing is everything worked out well.
It did. It did. Thank you. And I want you to have this. God almighty. I've got Elishka. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves.
Hey, and we got 200 bucks too. Look at that. Look at that. All right, you lovebirds, enjoy your life together. Such a happy scene, and it only took a little murdering to make it happen. That was so sweet. It made me want to shoot an arrow to an unsuspecting victim. Well, you see, Cupid, the whole love thing, Cupid with the arrow. See, we weren't too far off. All right. What do we got next? Let's take a look at our quest log here. Help with healing the sick in the monastery. That has not gone well at all. I think we've had more people die than we've helped. Maybe maybe we can try some fist fighting. I don't think our unarmed skill is very good, but we'll try that before we go to like a main quest, I guess. Let's head back to Rete. Just do a real quick sleep save. We should probably buy some savior schnapps if we come across the tavern. All right. Everybody's happy here. All right, let's see if we can find these guys who wanna do a little fist fighting. You don't.
Stupid woman.
Oh, now.
That's the daftest thing I've heard today. When I think how you wiped the floor with the miller.
Oh, that was easy. He was talking utter nonsense.
Everyone believed him, though, until you put him in his place.
Even you?
Wow. Look, you're not a stupid woman, and I'm not the brightest star in the sky.
That's a clever way of putting it. Will you come tomorrow? I have a new song from the peddler. We can give it a go.
I'll be there.
All right, just a little conversation between two people in the street. All right, where are these guys? You in here? No. Oh, okay. Ringlet.
My respects to you.
Aren't you Ringlet? Milan says I have to beat you before he'll take me on.
And you're that blacksmith's lad, right? What do you want out of it? You're not living in the dirt here like the rest of us.
Maybe not. But why shouldn't I try and beat some coin out of him too?
Yeah, and you can pass it on to us that need it. If you want to fight me, you dandy, then pay up. Or fuck off. Take care now.
All right, let's fight. Well, that was easy. We won. Let's see what he's got on him. We'll take our money back and a little more. Oh, he's got some savior schnapps. Perfect. I bet that man thought your only skill was the bow. All right, let's go fight the other guy. Where's our map here? He's all the way over there, so let us... Oh, we can't fast travel from this location. How about now? There we go. Worth it. Exactly. I don't know if we'll be so lucky with this next guy. Or the main guy we're trying to fight, I guess. Where is this guy? Oh, he's like all the way down there now. All right, you know what? Get over here. Let's blast through town.
Yeah.
All right, you over here somewhere. Oh.
Is someone there?
No. Nope. All right. What about here? No, you're a guard.
Mother of God! Smell something here?
No, it's gotta be this guy, but he's like... Oh, here we are. Now he's outside.
Jesus Christ be praised.
All right, let's fight.
Let's fight.
You gave those two a pretty good hiding, and I made a grosh and a two in bets. You Scalitz fellows are good for my purse. May the Lord watch over.
All right, we won. We won. Let's see. We'll take his pretzel, his booze. Oh, trunk key, door key. All of his money. Oh, pointed green hat. We can switch out our red hat if we want. All right, buddy. Oh, let's see. And we did get a perk here for main level. Let's take a look at what we got down here. Contemplative. As long as you remain still, your tiredness and hunger will stay at the same level. Local hero. If your reputation is high in an area, you get +1 to strength, speech, agility, and vitality. It falls faster, blah, blah, blah. First aid might actually be pretty good. We do get injured a lot. Yeah, let's learn the first aid. A doctor. Dr. Henry here. Let's see. Current objective. You can fight with Millen again. ... Oh, what does that mean? We'll do a, I guess a sleep save. We'll do a couple hours. We're fine. But I think Millen needs a little time to wake up. All right, let's see here. Do we have Yep, quest log still there. Oh, he might still be passed out. Oh no, I guess he's awake. Don't know where he's at though. We got a couple of quest givers, activity givers here. DLC. Let's head back here. Maybe we can pick up something good. All right, who's got you got a quest?
God be with you.
How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was gonna ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
I don't know. I'm not such a great hunter that I could feed all the refugees.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Sure, why not?
Well, I
Add
got
it
away
to the
with
list.
brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right, I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation. God be with you.
Or maybe we could just buy it from the butcher. That could be quicker. Let's see. Bring Alex hare meat. 70 of them. I don't think Millen is back around unless he went to a new town. Let's see. Actually, the butcher is pretty close. Let's see how much money that would set us back.
Good health to you.
Oh,
Watch over you.
he doesn't want to sell us anything.
Well, I never.
How about you?
I'll be with you. Take care now.
No. All right. That's fine. I think I'm gonna take a quick restroom break, about a minute or so, and we'll be back with a little more Kingdom Come Deliverance. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. weird microphone tech issues there. All right, we're back. Hey yokai, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. All right, so I had another situation like the very end of yesterday's stream where the soundboard just kind of shut down, and then we got it up again, and then the microphone was no longer working because, you know, why would it? Let's see here. All right. We might, you know, like the last 200 million streams of Kingdom Come, we've been focusing on side quests. Maybe we should set foot into a main quest again, or at least get started. So this one, all that glisters. I found quite a pile of groschen in the Priboslavitz encampment, which Master Engineer Fafar subsequently discovered to be fakes. Not only is that a capital crime against the crown, but it's also proof that there's more going on around Rete than meets the eye. Go to the place where the counterfeit money is handed over. All right. Let's take a look on the map here. That is all the way up in Rovna. Let's make our way over to Rovna. Although we really got to see if we can find our one friend over in Ledechko at some point. Inspector Henry is on the case. He sure is, with his daggers and his bow and arrows. We are ready to investigate. All right, and it's getting to be nighttime here. Any beds we can sleep in Rovna? That's probably your bed. Or we'll just wait until morning. We'll just stand here. No problem with that. There we go. Let's see what we can find out about this counterfeit money. All right, is it up here? Are we going up here? Oh, that's a little ways away. All right. Ow. All right, come on, trees. The trees don't want to let us through. All right. Oh, here's a path. There we go. Good old trusty horse. Might as well use a savior schnapps. I don't know if these guys up here are gonna want to murder me. But let's sneak on in anyways.
Good God, what a bloody mess.
Oh, he's dead. They're all dead. All right, well, let's, you got anything good? Not really. How about you? Not really. Oh, and this is, a very hard to pick, huh? All right, that wasn't too bad. Let's see. We got 32 groschen. Merchant sword. I don't know. I feel like we got better swords.
This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind.
All right, so now we gotta explore the crossroads. See if we can find something. Anyone? A little evidence. Follow the trail of blood from the ambushed wagon.
Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
All right, we'll have a little food. There we go. All right. No one down here. There's someone over here.
God be with you, good sir.
What happened at the crossroads?
Huh?
Oh boy.
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But, if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
That's right.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
Oh, we got one of those.
Take care now.
All right, Boria. Where you at? You over here? In this little building? All right. Well, it didn't say your name was Boria.
Good health to you.
Let's see if you got anything here. Oh,
Good
that's
luck to
faded
you.
out, so he'd probably just say the same thing. All right, where is this guy? He's hiding from me. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, where the heck is this guy? Yeah, there's blood here. Perhaps Boria is hiding from the wrath of Henry, of course. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay, Boria's all the way up there. All right.
It looks like blood.
Mm-hmm. All right, buddy.
This way.
God be with you.
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a
Yes.
clue what you're talking about.
Dude, there's
Really?
blood all over the place.
Yes. Is that a problem?
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof
Possibly.
and poisoned the well in Merhoyet. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that.
Uh-huh.
We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to try talking to him.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
Good, because,
God be with you.
I don't know, I was about to put an arrow in you. Yes, I'm somewhat of an expert in holes myself. Alright. This must be the one. We'll have a little meal first. All right. Let's go talk to this this guy.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting
Help.
through the door.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we're
no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Ah, well. I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
That's right.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
A knight, huh?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Tell me more about the knight.
Uh-oh.
Where's the coin?
Uh-oh.
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin. I swear.
Ah! Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks! They're behind the shed.
That's him. That's got to be that knight.
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Oh, come on, Henry. Don't you do this to me. Are we chasing? All right, we're chasing. We're stuck. All right.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasau Inn.
Oh, all right. We failed. Lie in wait for the mysterious knight. All right, but before we do that, there's a little question here about this this mercenary. Let's close this door. Let's see. I don't know why all of our weapons kind of disappeared off of us. There we go. Oh, it doesn't let us kill him. Oh, you are very lucky, my friend. Very lucky. All right. Well, let's get over to Sasau. Get the bow. Holy weapon, it makes holes. That's right. All right. So he's gonna be going to the inn. Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see, BRB, no problem. All right, might as well have a little more food. Actually, I think we bought a room here before. Yep. All right. Let's do a little sleep save. We'll wait an hour. I guess we probably got here before the angry night.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'll have a beer.
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Definitely not.
Are there any problems
You
around
sure?
here I might be able to help with?
Definitely not.
All right.
God be with you.
All right. So do we just take a seat?
What are they thinking of? I'm painting the church in oozes. Jesus, what?
All right. Guess not.
Coming.
What do I have to do to get a drink here?
All right. How about a couple more hours? Probably should have done this in the bed so we could get maybe a couple energy points. But, oh well.
All the best.
Here.
I've been sat here a fucking month. No quicksilver anywhere.
Alright, lie in wait for the mysterious night. Alright, well, maybe we will go to bed. Maybe, wait, for the next morning. Alright, there we go. We got our energy back up, at least. That is good. Alright. right. Where is this knight? This guy sure is taking his time getting here. All right, couple more hours maybe. I don't know what else we're supposed to do. Waiting for quest trigger points in this game is kind of nerve-wracking. Yeah, little bit. Think this must be the guy. Hail, fellow! Well met!
I'm happy to see you again, sir.
Likewise. No doubt you have many questions.
I certainly do.
We will talk. Not here, however. The walls have ears. Let's meet at the pond after sunset. You'll find me waiting by the big willow tree.
Seems like a trap, but...
I'll be there.
I will expect you.
Alright, so by the big willow tree... that's over there. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's get there first. Okay, that must be the tree. Uh-oh. Alright, sorry, horse friend. You're on your own. I don't know, I kind of want to be away from it. Alright. So sunset. I don't know, if this is gonna be a trap, if he's gonna have a bunch of dudes, ready to murder me. There he is. Let's save.
I should search him. I may find something.
Let's reload, actually. Let's try having a conversation with him, and if it doesn't go well, we're gonna reload and kill him. I think that's the plan. Hey, buddy.
So, here I am. What do you have to tell me?
I brought you here because I did not want to cause an alarm at the tavern. I'm very sorry, but you made a mistake coming here alone. And it will be your last.
Wait.
You wish to make your peace with God? Very well. But be quick.
I'm here on the orders of Sir Radzig Kobyla. You might want to consider that before you do anything hasty.
Kobyla, you say? If that is true, it could mean trouble. However, I cannot take the risk of sparing you.
So you're going to kill me just like that?
It seems the best solution. There are no witnesses.
Do you really think I'm that stupid? If I'm not back by morning, my companions will tell the bailiff, and they'll report to Ratai.
Perhaps. Then the sooner I end this, the better.
All right. So, it was a trap. However, it's a trap for him.
I should search him. I may find something.
All right. What do you got? You got some documents. You got a door key. Oh, we can wear some knight's clothing. A robber baron's sword. Trunk key. All right, buddy. You were very mean to us. Let's dispose of your body here. All right, let's wait for our stamina there. This seems as good a place as any. There you go. Oh, actually, you did have a heavy shield. We'll take that too. All right, we are very overloaded, but let's head back to the inn. We do have our item. Oh, too overloaded to mount up. Oh no. All right, let's a slow walk to the inn here. Let's see. This guy's slower, but better in everything else. All right. Well, the slow walk of shame. Yeah. This is generally the right direction. Okay. Just out for an evening stroll. All right, we're getting somewhere. I can see some buildings. We're working our way there. We can't sprint. We are completely stuffed with knight armor. Oh, now it's raining. Now it's raining. All right, almost. Oh, do we want to go around this way? Oh boy. Here we go. Excuse me. Let's head up to our room. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at our stuff here. Let's get loaded up with some armor stuff, I guess. And see what we can dump off here. Let's see. All right, that's 45, 45, 2. Piercer is better. Oh, I did this wrong. All right. All right. I'm dumb. I was taking things out of the box. Let's see. How is no, our other one is better. Or wait, no. Hmm. All right. Let me take a quick look at these. Piercer is better. So we'll take that. All right, we're still pretty overloaded here. All right. I think an issue might be that we're wearing a lot of really heavy stuff. What can we do without? All right, let's put those away. Those away. Almost down. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's equip our new sword. Oh, low stats. All right, we can't even use the new sword. All right, let's put our new sword away then. There we go. All right, we'll wait until morning. Then I guess we'll take a look at that book that we picked up and see what we should do next. All right, yep, don't care about the tournament. Let's see, Ulrich's documents. Let's see, it's a little dark here, but I'll try to read this. Safe conduct accorded to the good gentleman Ulrich of Passau. We, the aldermen of the great and glorious city of Passau, do hereby wish God's grace and mercy, and do offer goodwill to all and sundry, princes, religious and secular, dukes and counts, margraves, barons, lords, and other nobles, chamberlains, ministers and counselors, knights and squires, hetmen and captains, customer, blah blah blah. All right, we're just listing all kinds of stuff. Esteemed and gracious noble, we hereby recommend to you each and all the holder of this parchment, the venerable knight, Sir Ulrich, a good gentleman and our loyal friend, who shall soon come to your kingdom of Bohemia as our envoy and emissary, and we ask you to receive him upon his arrival with the same goodwill and respect you graciously afford us, to treat him kindly and to suffer him to travel and to assist him in his journey, and to allow him safe conduct over all roads, ports, bridges, lands, fiefdoms, counties, provinces, cities, towns, castles, villages, and other places in your kingdom of Bohemia, and by your good grace to see Sir Ulrich safe and unmolested passage in his mission to uphold the honor and good name of our great city, set down in the city of Passau in the year of our Lord, 1403. A record of examination of the coin On April 2nd, a test was conducted in Passau of a coin which was a forgery of the Prague groschen recently discovered in the Passau House of Exchange. The test was conducted by Master Johannes Bergman, honorable councillor of the city of Passau, and was entrusted with the task by the city council, and who was a jeweler and goldsmith, has much experience in such matters. The test was supervised by the deputies of the city council, Messrs. Joachim Falkenberg, Conrad, called Honey-Tongued, and Kuno Iser. Master Bergman surmised that the forgeries were very well fashioned and for a layman difficult to extinguish from a genuine currency. It was also found that the counterfeit had been made by a new method, as yet unfamiliar to Master Bergman. The core of the coin is stamped from copper sheet, and the same is plated with silver amalgam in imitation of the genuine article. The master jeweler also noted that the design of the coin is sharply etched and of fine quality, indicating that the counterfeiters had at their disposal a very well-crafted punch. Alright, so what does that tell us? Give Tobias Fafar the documents of or that the knight was carrying. Alright. I suppose we can do that. So that's back at Rete. Right down there. Men-at-Arms, avoid, yes, successful avoidance, very good. All right, here we go. All right, are you upstairs? I don't know. Hey, Sir Radzig.
Hey.
Oh, here he is.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Yep.
Master Fafar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really?
We sure did.
Tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Unfortunately, I was forced to fight him and I killed him. I didn't get the chance to interrogate him.
Oh. Oh, I see. Did he carry any emblem, at least? It would be good to know who's involved.
Emblem? No, Master Fafar. No emblem at all. His shield was white, but he had these papers.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau. Interrogation held this day. Put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich To investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Caplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs, huh?
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does this all mean for me?
So what does all this mean?
I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, I wonder if this is building up to... I think there's like a main quest thing involving the monastery, like I've heard it's supposed to be really good. I don't know much about it. I want to say you infiltrate the monastery, like you become, like you pretend that you're like a new like monk or something. I feel like that's a thing. But let's bring that up here. All right, we got our Sasau. Let's head on over. One day we'll go back to Ledechko, see if we can find our charlatan friend. One day. All right. Where are the forge? Are you a forger? Have you been forging coins?
Jesus Christ be praised. Good luck to you.
He's got all kinds of books. Do you know anything about the forgeries, bailiff?
My respects to you. Take care now.
Oh, wait. We want, yeah, what's happening around here?
Interesting going on here?
I wouldn't say interesting. More like a pain in the ass. There's some bastard making trouble, and when I catch him, he'll end up with his head on the block.
Oh, I wonder if he's referring to our charlatan friend.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Oh, we're hungry. All right, we gotta find some forges. I don't think there's any back there. I mean, I suppose a good place to check out for this would probably be the monastery. They do a lot of building and whatnot here. But do we even have a grind? Oh, okay. Grindstone blacksmith. Yeah, maybe we can check around here.
Jesus Christ be praised.
All right. We can repair stuff. Boy, repairing our newly stolen armor is pretty expensive.
Can we do something about the price?
See if we can get it down a bit.
All right, so
might as well have mostly good armor here. How about that?
What about this?
well, a little more, and we'll call it a deal. Finally,
all right,
a reasonable sum.
570. We got them under 600 at least. And do you need any help? Any help?
Well, come to think, there is one rather delicate matter to attend to.
Oh?
A while ago, a holy man came by here. He said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various relics he'd collected on his travels to pay his way.
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba. But by the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from our Lord's cross.
This
thorns
sounds
from the
like our
crown.
charlatan friend.
Nothing of interest to me.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword. Can you even imagine what power it would command?
Yeah.
If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you very handsomely.
That could be good. We could also steal the sword.
Are you sure the Queen of Sheba's a Czech queen?
Who else would she be? Have you not heard of her? Our son priest. She's in the Bible.
Of course, of course. You know what? I'm in. I'll get those pieces.
They just sound very interesting. I'll ask them and see what I can do.
Excellent. You'll see you won't regret it. I'll pay you well.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Okay. We'll probably stop there for the evening. Shorter stream today. We started late, and things happen. But we will continue with our quest here tomorrow, Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern, with more Kingdom Come Deliverance. Very excited to get back into it. Get deeper into the counterfeit currency shenanigans here in Sasau, and maybe forge this magic sword for us to steal. That sounds exciting. All right. I'll set up the usual raid thing once I get out of here. But thanks everybody who hung out today. I appreciate it. Always a fun time. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good night or day, whatever time it is where you're at. And we'll see you next time. Bye.